Hello. First time I'm in my Pampered Chef apron, put it on, and I thought I would try this out in my kitchen. I got my new products, the starter kit, so that I can be a Pampered Chef consultant, and I hope and I'm praying that you'll let me come in your kitchen and cook for you and have a nice little party. And we can have some fun. The last time I had one, that Missy came, she was my Pampered Chef, and we had a great time. A lot of the girls are wanting to do it again. So I hope also that you might want to come and be with me, and I come in your kitchen, or you can come to my kitchen, either one. And we'll learn a lot of new things about cooking and making it easier and quicker for the women who work, which is most women nowadays have to work and have children. So this kitchen can be a nightmare. Without the right tools, it's a nightmare, and I know that. I've been attempting to cook for many, many years. Not as much as my mother. My mother can really cook. But even with her, she understands the kitchen can be a nightmare and it can be very stressful. But with the right tools, it makes everything a lot easier and quicker. Baking cakes are a breeze with the right equipment. But without it, it's a nightmare. And you just don't do it if it's too hard. So, and I know it's a lot easier to go grab a bite in the drive-through and bring it home. It's not as healthy for you, not as healthy for your children. But if you could fix a meal in 20-30 minutes, and you can fix a lot of meals in that amount of time. I've done it because I'm kind of the last minute decide what I want to do. I'm throwing something in the microwave to de-thaw it. So because a lot of times when I plan on something, I have a tendency to let it go bad because I'm thinking it's going to be too much trouble to fix it. So, but I'm just here to tell you, you can make a quick meal and be good, and it's good for you. And the way prices are nowadays, there's not going to be a whole lot of choices because you run out of money. The meals, if you get out of a restaurant less than $20 a piece, you're doing really good nowadays. But if you got you and your husband and a bunch of children, it costs you a fortune. And, it can take up a whole bunch of your paycheck to go out to eat. So I pray that you'll let me come in your kitchen and us have a good time and learn how to do some quick meals that are good, that taste good, but that are easy and convenient for you. And hopefully we can show you some tools that will make your life a lot easier in the kitchen. So I want to just show you a couple things. I got the package that has the this cast iron pot skillet. You see, I've already got a cast iron skillet, an old one that I've had for years. But I wanted this one. You can't have too many cast iron skillets. They're just wonderful. And the biggest thing is this one's already seasoned, and I used it this morning, as you can tell. I used it to cook some bacon. It needs a little bit more seasoning. It did say it was seasoned, and it is. It didn't stick too bad, but the bacon stuck a little bit, but it won't take it long to where it doesn't stick either. Cast iron's wonderful to cook with. It lasts forever. You just don't want to let it rust. You want to keep, the biggest thing is you can clean it, you can wash it with water, and the directions here, and I learned something new with this. It says you can maintain the seasoning. Seasoning means it doesn't stick. It's like the grease is on it and in it. And so you wash it before you cook it the first time. It says hand wash only. You don't want to put this in your dishwasher. If you do, you'll ruin it. Most likely it'll rust. And you can refurbish rusted, but it's hard once they start rusting. And always wash your pan by hand and dry it. That's the most important thing. Make sure it gets dry. Don't just stick it back in the drawer, or you want to hang them up or put them somewhere where they can air dry to finish it. Make sure they're dry. And it says here, and to clean it, you use a nylon scrub brush and hot water. Because some people just wipe them out, and I did that for a long time, but they build up. And I do wash mine. And once you get it seasoned, it won't hurt it to wash it with soap and water. It said they give you a little pan scraper. It's a little plastic. I put it in the dishwasher, but it scrapes up the extra stuff that gets on there. And one of the things I learned if it's really tough stuff, that's stuck on there, like my bacon a lot of times gets on there pretty bad. It says while the pan is warm, let's see. No, it said heat some hot water and let it soak a little bit, not long, and then simmer a little water in the pan. Then use the scraper after the pan has cooled to get off that extra stuff. And you can wash it with soap and water as long as it is seasoned. And I have found that I have done mine, and it doesn't hurt it a bit. You don't have to be afraid of water. But you do have to make sure you dry it really good, and then let it air dry too. Don't put it somewhere where it's not going to get any air. Make sure it's a dry place. So I cook bacon every morning, and one day I'd like to cook with you my bacon and my eggs, because I have learned a lot of tricks over the years by Googling, but the biggest thing on eggs and bacon is practice. Getting that bacon just right the way you like it. A little crisp or a little bit not as crisp, and it just takes practice, and you have to stay with it. You stay with your eggs, you stay with your bacon. If you don't, they won't be like you like them. You'll be too done or not done enough or whatever. And I found that at first, when I first started cooking bacon every morning for Jeff, that I cook it slower, and it kind of was some more control. I can cook it a little bit faster now, but you really got to watch it. Bacon will cook real fast, and it'll get burnt tasted real fast, and it'll overcook. But this pan right here is wonderful for cooking, and you can cook your eggs on it too. And the biggest thing is, I feel like the seasoning, but the cleaning, if you just wipe it out, you're not going to do good with your eggs, because your eggs going to be kind of dirty feeling and looking. So learn that you can clean your cast iron skillet with water, and that little plastic, I'll try to find that little scrubber. It works so good. I'm back. I don't even know if I got the sound on, but but it's just the right shape. Boy, I used it a lot. I got it melted a little bit, but it has that shape of the corner of your pan, and it just gets in there. And see, I had been trying to use different things, and that did not work, to get in the corners of my pan to get the crust off. So that is a wonderful little thing, and I wanted to show you. My husband's home. He's going to wonder who I'm talking to. I'm doing a video, honey, of my new products. And this is the other product I got that I was really, really excited about. I have a lot of Pampered Chef over the years, but this is, and I got them, this is how you get your Pampered Chef products. You have parties, and you get big discounts. You get free stuff, lots of free stuff. And this Pampered Chef may seem expensive, but it lasts and lasts and lasts. I've got all the things that I've had them for years. And I've got the pots and pans hanging right here. I got that set, which I love. And Pampered Chef, that's got a lifetime guarantee. But this is a mandolin. And I just want to show you, my husband finally, he figured out how to get it together. Sometimes I'm not too good at it. So I'm still learning how to use it. But you can make French fries, you can cut all your vegetables in different types of cuts. There's a dial back here to dial how thick you want it and what type of cut. And I think you can do like some julienne, you can do French fries, and the French fries are hard to find something that does French fries because usually they're too short. You can't get like a whole potato. This one looks like you can get the longer, and it stands up. And this is where there's another piece to this. The pusher. Oh yeah, here it is. I found it. Well, this is where you put your, see there's a cutter right here, and it cuts, but you're pushing your vegetables in with this thing. You just push them in, and there's no hands. No. See, I had a mandolin before. I'm terrible about cutting myself, so I decided not to keep it because I have cut myself to the bone. So this one, I was excited because there's nothing here close by to cut my hands. So if you're like me, this might be and this is one of the kit. This is part of my kit. I paid $50 for this. My frying pan. I got, there's a picture of that if you want that of your stuff. I mean, there is, I've got probably $300 worth of stuff, maybe more. Plus my startup kit with your, what do you call it? Your magazine where it tells about your products. You can tell I'm not new. Now this is something I already have, so I may be giving these away. This is my lemon and lime, and you put your lemon and lime in there and you squeeze it. You cut it in half, and it squeezes your juice, and the seeds don't come through. I've used it for 10 years now, still got it, so I don't need another one. But there's several choices. Also, to be a new consultant, you can choose $25 pack, I think, and there's a $100 pack, and something else where you get like, one thing I'd like to have is the air fryer. So I'm hoping that one day I'll be able to get that, because I've got an air fryer, but this has got drawers in it where you can do 2 different things, so I was really excited. But this is what I got in my kit. And also, this is another product I was showing my husband today, and I have this, and I love it, and I use it a lot. This is called a salad chopper. If you've not seen one, but it does a lot more than chop salad. You see it's got a double blade right there, and it's real easy to do. And I chop up pork roast and make shredded pork roast. You can chop up your beef to make shredded beef. You can chop up your chicken. I use it all the time because you know how hard it is to shred that stuff. Perfect tool for a lot of things, not just a salad chopper. So if you see that you could, like I said, it's your tools that makes things life easy or hard in the kitchen. And I found when I started getting my Pampered Chef, I decided not only did I have party, I sold some for about a year. It's been about 10 years ago. And this is where I got all my product, besides having some parties in between. I got free stuff or half price stuff or even more. So this is how you do it. And this is, I know a lot of people have seen these. That's your, you chop your hamburger up and you put it in there and you stir it and then you chop it. Wonderful. I've been using mine for years. This one's came with this kit, like I said. Just that frying pan was over $50. So you're really getting a good deal. That's the reason this is the time to join, because, I mean, even if you don't have time to sell, you don't have to sell much to stay in it and get the discount. This little tool is my favorite. This is my third one, and I love it. And so I was excited that this was in this kit too. This is a silicone. You can stir with it, but you can get in these little places and get all the like your yogurt out of your dish or whatever you got. Everything comes out. It's wonderful. I love, they don't melt. I've had mine for 10 years, and you get a nice chef's knife, beautiful with a cover. So it's really a good deal. So if you're interested in becoming a consultant, this is the time to do it. If you want some product, this right here, $50, and there's a lot more. And there's some seasoning mixes that I got, several of these. So now's the time to do it, because usually it costs a lot more to join, but they're having this special in January. That's why I joined. And since I've recently retired, I may do, hopefully I'll be able to have a lot more parties. I really enjoy being at Pampered Chef parties. I like cooking, and I'm thinking that I can enjoy it a lot more as I practice, because practice is what makes it easier, along with the right tools. If you do it enough, you get better at it. And they've got a lot of wonderful recipes, and let me come in your kitchen and let's have a party and cook some good food together and learn together and have fun. And thanks a lot for listening. I know that it was 16 minutes, but thanks again, and I hope to see you soon. Come visit my site on Facebook. Bye-bye.